Hey guys, Cyndaf here and welcome back to Factorio Modded. We are, well, we've got production rolling. Actually, yeah, we do have production rolling of everything that we possibly need. And I am going to start this video by saying that I'm doing a little experiment with my video encoding. Video encoding on the recording side. So if you notice any drop in quality of the colours, because I'm using a different colour space. If anyone who watched my video actually knows what that means. Yeah, I've changed the colour space. So if you notice if you notice the quality has gone down, then do let me know and I will bump up the colour space. But if not, then I will happily display these Factorio episodes at 60 FPS. Because before I was having to render out in 30 due to poor write speeds on my hard drive, because it's a mechanical hard drive and it wasn't quite hitting 60 FPS consistently enough. It was all bouncing around, so I just rendered it down at 30, which probably made the videos look rather choppy. But now I've changed the colour space. I can record at 60 FPS solid like this, at this sort of zoom level. I'm just getting a 60 right with a few frame drops as it tries to clear the buffer, but that's something I can't deal with at the moment, or don't know how to. So I'll start rendering at 60 FPS so you can enjoy better quality videos. And we need to do fluid control, I believe. We need to do a lot of research. But with that sorted, hopefully it looks good. I hope it looks good. We are going to carry on doing what we're doing. So that's producing tin. We need to set up one for producing lead. We also need to convert this iron production for the Angel smelters. It's just more efficient. I mean, once we start actually using these iron plates for stuff, the flow is just not going to be enough. But the copper can stay using the furnaces, because otherwise we're going to have far too much copper. This needs wood. I could build a greenhouse. I probably will build a greenhouse. It's got dark and I can't see. I need to put lights down. They're very handy lights. This is our carbon production, which I'm actually going to need elsewhere. I kind of built that in an awkward place, didn't I? Here's our power production, which I need to move. Well, I need to move the boilers to the other side so I can have more power off the one line. We're going to need more of that shortly. I'm just refreshing my mind what I'm doing. Right, setting up lead. Lead. Right, lead. We need to add it on to... Alright, we need a sort. Do we need a sorter? Do we? Yeah. Yes? No? Yes, we do. Sorting machine. I also need a recycling machine. Why do I not have a recycling machine yet? Right, ore sorter. Recycler, that can just go there. We need to recycle those. Get in there. Right, one of these. We need So that's output for lead plates there, which we're going to make over here. We need more of these. We need to set production up for these as well, actually, thinking about it. This is also going to produce slag. Do I have a slag line from here going somewhere? Yeah, that's on the outside there. So slag can deposit right there. Fluid control. Pressure tanks. I said in the last episode I wasn't going to use them because they're kind of cheaty, I suppose. But they're just really useful. I mean, I don't want to have to spend so much steel and stuff making gas containers or the stupid default containers, and just have to build an entire field of them. I mean, I will if people complain. But right, crushed rubite. This is so output of nickel, slag, and galena. We want the galena to come out this side, so the nickel will come out that side, and we'll deal with that later. Nickel, 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 and galena. Also lead ore. And we want the lead ore to come. We want to smelt it on this side? Yeah, I suppose we could, just with like an electric furnace. And we want to change that recipe to burner crusher. Burner crusher. Let's move all of my stuff. Burner crusher. Burner crusher. So we want a couple of these. It's a good thing we've got some stone furnaces. Yeah, two will be fine. I want to upgrade the power system at some point, when I actually research the upgrades to the power system. So let's have them there, like that. Actually, let's put you closer together. You need to move now. Sorry. Should I set up? This is the only place I need wood for now. Oh no, I actually use wood down there, don't I? Yes, I do. Shoot. Yeah, I'll have to run some down maybe. This one uses more wood. We have copper in. It's one recycle machine. Just leave that there. We need one of these. And it needs to go, well, we'll have it run down just through there like that. Yeah, okay. I messed up there. I've broken my pickaxe. Pressure tanks. Pressure. Water treatment. We will need that at some point. Ah, stupid. Right, fine. Whatever. Extra power pole it is then. I don't want an extra power pole. Oh, I'm gonna need one. Get off the belt. And then if we output on this side, like that. Have I built near inserters yet? Yes, I have. Okay, just checking. I forgot, alright. Like that, and like that. Ooh, I've done all the inserts. Okay. Sorry, I may be a little confused as I have been playing this. I spent the entire day yesterday as in Sunday, playing this with my brother, and so we got rather far. We were playing it for like I don't know, 8 hours or so. Something silly anyway. I was up until 5 AM playing it, basically. And we got really quite far. I need some steel. Do I actually have some furnaces to make steel? I wish it would stop getting so dark. God damn it, I can't see. Mainly probably due to my screen glare, but... Right, these can happily smelt tin, I don't care. I don't actually need tin for anything else. Do I have a pair of furnaces around for... I guess not. Water treatment. Right. What else do I need? That'll do. Basic chemistry too. Let's get that out of the way. I should actually look through the list and see what I need in the immediate future. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need the advanced metal, iron smelting. I could do some more labs as well. 4 is a bit painstakingly slow. I think I was going to build 8 there anyway. And the old drills could do with being upgraded as well. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I wanted some steel. I do not have any steel. I also don't have any iron plates, which doesn't help. Right. You there. Yeah, I'm going to need more iron plates. I want a good stack of the stuff. They're doing alright now, but only because I'm not using all the iron. Are any of you guys full? Yeah, you're full. You're full. You're full. And you're full. Give me all that. I don't know why my iron ore production there is being so effective. Probably because I'm only using standard stone furnaces. And they suck. Not that the electric ones are any better. They just produce less waste. We'll get on the electricity as well. Ooh, basic chemistry is researched. Right. Next. Optics. Let's have 4 more labs as well. Whilst we fiddle around with this. Right, that should actually be all good. I actually wanted steel to make a steel chest so I could box that up, because if I'm just using iron chests, which I am, I'll have to replace them all anyway. Although I can recycle the iron chests to get my iron back, but still. Not the point. 8 steel plates. Bloody hell, they're quite expensive, aren't they? Well, it's a good thing we've got tin. Steel chest. Because you need... I want steel chests because you need steel chests for logistics chests. So it just makes sense to have a steel chest, then sort of just replace it with a logistics one straight up. Fluid handling, mining drills. They would be useful because I need to upgrade my mining drills at some point. But let's do military because just in case, because we're actually quite close to a bunch of aliens, and they're not known for being friendly. Like, at all. Right, we need to power pole this up. I really do need some better power poles. That's that. And that's that. That'll put out there. That'll put into there. That'll put into there. And we just need to clear the more crushed stone off this belt here. That's upgraded radars. And that's not what we researched, but that's that technology there. Okay, I did all that. Bioprocessing is one thing I didn't want to do, wasn't it? Yeah. Solar panels, no. We will need that soon. We'll need that soon. Well, let's grab that now. Oh, my electricity's starting to waver. It's about time I made changes to the grid. Yeah, take that. I've also got a load of crushed bodmium in my inventory for some reason. Take that. We got 324 quartz in there, 100 glass in there. That's all fine. You're poking out on that lane, which is just making lead, which is fine. I don't need lead for anything else. I will need to do something with that lead because I will need the rubite ore to make aluminium and gold. Mainly just for the aluminium, but alright, we need another line here, just in case. That's probably the wrong way around as to which way I'm going to use it, but... And some long inserts. And some fast inserts, because why not? Okay, I can't have them. Let's have them there, and 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 power pole it up. There, there, and there. A metal mixing furnace still. Okay, now I probably really need the power upgrade. All I want to do is just move the boilers and the inserters to this side so I can add another lack of... we've got steel in production, which makes some steel axes. I say in production, if it's not just sat there in a pair of furnaces. No, let's just make 5 of those. That'll make life easier. We do need to set up some proper steel production. I'm sure I need it for something. Steel is always useful. I mean, we can either do that by running plates into some furnaces, or by doing it through the Angel's metallurgy thing. Right, so how many of these boilers are actually being used? 12, not 14. Alright, that's my bad. In fact, you've probably been telling me off for that, actually, haven't you? If anyone's actually a serious Factorio player. I've probably been told off for that quite a bit. Only me, not lasers. Wall, that's a cheap research, let's get that done. Actually, I don't even need to make those 2, because I can just pull 2 off of this line. And there's stone walls. Let's get mining jewels research. Just get that out of the way so I can upgrade these to Mark IIs, because that'd be helpful. I can also move the water line, so... Alright, let's do that. Let's do it. It's gonna hate me, but let's do it. There we go. Everything's out of power. Go, 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 go. Pipe, 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 pipe. Inserters. Start rumbling because I've not eaten today. Yet, I should say. Right, that there. Boilers need to come to at least... I'm going to say, I'm going to move over a little. I need to at least put in this anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a little gap there. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why I couldn't just take that down to 12. Oh, inserters. Scroll. which is actually going to require its own power source that isn't these. So I need to remove these. You can move. That disables the power on pretty much every machine I have. Yeah, I broke it. I broke it. They don't reach anymore for some reason. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, you can tap power off there, and you can tap, even though you provide the rest of the entire factory, which you shouldn't, because that's poor planning, doesn't allow for redundancy. Well, I need to move those power poles. So I'm going to remove these, and I'm going to run them this way, like this. Cursors. No, I'm going to run it further north. I'm going to run it off the back one here. Nope. I don't want it to connect to that one. I want it to connect to this one. Right there. And then I want it to run this way. Into the factory. Like that. Now I need more power poles. I also need better power poles. Am I still doing it? Yeah, because I've got it on automation. Because I have the cellulose fibre, I'm going to build them using cellulose fibre, which is aggravating at best. Although I could have just removed these power poles right here. I have no idea why that one does that. Probably because it was linked up to those power poles. I should stop redesigning my power pole system and actually bring the power back online. And then more flashy inserters on this side, which are going to complain about having no power. More flashy boilers, which are going to complain about having no fuel. And we forgot to build something, which is we forgot to build an offshore pump. Ooh, managed it. Look at that. Fit it in the gap. We don't want to run that there yet, because that would be bad. Because we actually want to provide these boilers with a bit of fuel first. Even though I have a metric ton of coal in my inventory, and I don't know why. I'm sure I've got it in there for a reason, I just don't know what that reason is. Actually, speaking of coal, and this is how my mind works, it just goes off in random tangents. If I wanted to do the Angels metallurgy stuff, that means I need to make coke. I make coke right here, but it would probably be better if I dragged coal down to where I have the blast furnaces. I made coke down there. Right, they have that. I really cut just one out. Typical. And power. Right, now the same thing on. I forgot to provide the inserters with power. Glad I caught that one quick. And now more boilers. So not there, but there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course. Bloody puddle's in the way. 2, 3, 4, and puddle. Well, typical. I need to research landfill now. Except to do my... I'm just going to switch over. It's a quicker research, probably. But of course they are not powered, because I have cut power to that end of the factory. Because I'm an idiot. Alright, well we can't separate the drills from the... there we go. We can't separate the drills out anymore, so... just the coal drills we can separate out. Right, let's get landfill done. Because we need some landfill, which just requires stone, and I've got plenty of that. We need another one of these, and 2 of these. We need more than that, actually, but one of those, which required one of my pipes, aggravatingly enough. Right, they've already got coal in them, so that's fine. They should be at about 100% efficiency, almost. It's almost 100 degrees. It's close enough. 99.9 is close enough. Let's put power poles in between these. There we go. And wait for landfill to research. Oh yeah, and put this down right now. Right here, I should say. We need another 2 of these. And another 2 of these. And another 2 of these. Probably. If my calculations are correct. Just waiting on the research. Electricity is actually stable at the moment. But I think that's because there are some factories that aren't working. And God help us if we put the radars down again and drain the power completely. They require 1.5 megawatts for 5. You seem to be slacking on the production there. But that's probably my fault. I probably need some more factories doing that. Assembling machine 2s. Landfill is researched. Right, now we can get back on doing what it was we were doing, which was mining drills research. Now I can make landfill. We'll do those in a minute. And landfill is simple. Landfill, you literally just fill in the land. Now I should be able to put this where I want it. Right there. My calculations were off. And we want to fill this land in as well. Which is just 1 piece of land and not 4 like I thought it was. It is deceptive. I have 1 too many iron pipes. There. And now it's even more power. It'll be fine. When we replace these boilers with Mark IIs, then it'll all be good. We might as well just get rid of a few of these other puddles as well while we're at it. There we go. Strain the land up a bit. Ooh. Excuse me. Scratchy voice again. Right, the assembling machines. We need to replace these with better ones. Do we have any standard assembly machines on them? We have two. That's fine. Just don't want to build any more than we actually have. Alright, build those. And we're going to want 4. I don't want to do that. No, don't build that. I want to replace those, and then I want to use those to build 2 extra. Because the green ones always get used so quickly. Like that. Well, we could do 1. No, we couldn't. Only if I move this up here, we could have another red producer. No, we couldn't, because we need copper. Oh, shush. We're going to need some more long-armed inserters. Technically we don't, but it looks better. Kind of. Let's have the large area mining drill as well, just for posterity's sake. So we want this to do this. Yes sir, we do. We want that to do that, and then we want you to deposit out on that end, like that. And then we want some power. Like that. Although we're using more reds than greens at the moment. The reds produce quicker. Crafting time 5, whereas crafting time 6. Shush. Probably didn't need 4 to make greens, but if we run out of reds, I'll just jimmy in another assembly machine somewhere. Right, that's done. Power's done. What next? I haven't actually researched metallurgy yet, so I can't do that. Lead's done. What can we do with nickel, if anything? Can't do anything with nickel yet. That's silver, glass. We could make a greenhouse. Let's make a greenhouse. Because that saves me having to cut up so much wood. Greenhouse. Just need some glass. Don't even need a lot of glass, just need a bit. How did I cut power off up here? What is this? How did I even do that? Oh, because I didn't reconnect that power pole like a moron. Well, I guess I don't need to now, do I? I'll take those back. Yeah, I don't need these outside poles anymore. There we go. Now they're fed through the line. Just up there like that. That'll do. Okay, so we need some wood production. Did I even... No, I didn't even take any glass out. I went up there and complained that I don't have any... Never mind. Let's run down here and deposit my stone. 2 boxes. Large area mining drills. Next. Advanced iron smelting, before I forget. There we go. Get rid of that crushed stone. Don't need that. I'll still have a bit of coal I don't need, but I guess I could do this. And then just have the output there. But that wouldn't really help, would it? Because they would just take from the inside lane instead of the outside lane, so I'd still only be using one inserter. So we may as well just leave it like that. It's not like I need nickel ore or anything. Okay, those drills are operating massively too slow. So I guess we need to do some drill upgrades. Coal's fine, we just need to do drill upgrades on that. And probably the saprite. But I was going to build a greenhouse, and I forgot I was going to build a greenhouse. Do I want one greenhouse, or do I want two greenhouses? I suppose I can set up with just one. That does require water though, doesn't it? Advanced iron smelting, done. I might as well do the copper one as well, even if I'm not going to use it. Right, let's have a greenhouse. Grow trees, require seedlings and water, and output seedlings and wood. Does not. It requires more seedlings than it outputs, so we need to have a production for seedlings as well as nothing else. So we can just take a standard little factory here. And I guess we can just have it do this. If we do it this side instead. I need to find seedlings now. Seedlings are there. Make seedlings out of wood. No, that's on the wrong side, because I want wood to come up here, so I want this to also take from the wood pile. Make seedlings. Seedlings can run back down here, and I hate being knocked over. Seedlings can run to there. Wood can run up there like that. Advanced copper smelting. Done. More inserters. Now then. Just more. More. We are going to have a wood output on both sides, I suppose. Need filters. Oh, that was not the one I wanted to take up. I will take that one. Because it also puts out seedlings, which needs to go back into the seedling tray on this side. So, seedlings, wood, wood in, wood in. Where's resin? That also requires wood. However, I haven't got anywhere for it to catch it. Unless it's up here, which I can't, because awkwardness. I suppose I can move that over. You require wood, don't you, buddy? Yes, you do. Which means I want to loop this around somewhere. I could loop it around. Hold on. Figuring out in my head, sorry. Yeah, okay. Right. If I just do this. Wrong way. Get back in there. I need resin anyway. If I do that, and then move this, that would require it to come down there, which I can't do. Suppose I'll have to have it come to here and just do an awkward insert setup. Well, I'm going to move this, and I'm going to move it to here. You're going to move, and you're going to move. You're going to be there, and you're going to be there. You're going to move. I need you to do solder plates. You can have lead, you can have tin, you can have coal. Oh, you can have your solder plates back too. You need to move. But I still want this to do a loop. So you can move. Or should I have it come and loop around there? Oh, I still want it to loop back around. So when you loop around like that, I need more belts anyway. I'm out of red insert. I'm out of red size packs. I'm also out of these. Why? Oh, because down there's run out of wood for circuit boards. Of course it has. Deal with that in a minute. Need more belts. More inserters have been researched. All processing to be researched, please. If I'm going to make an efficient iron setup, I want to make it as efficient as possible. How am I going to put another one of these in here? Answer is, I can't. Not without some seriously janky looking inserters. And I could put one here and put inserters on this side and this side. Oh, that's going to look ugly as sin. Whatever. Back to what I was doing before I end the episode. Underground belt, underground belt, underground belt. Underground belt. There, that should reach. Should. So I want you to move for a start. I want this to come that way. And then up. And instead this to go this way. And up. And then come back. You're putting out on that side. Of course, I happen to drag it through where there's a power box. Do that instead. So I'd like to have it do that, but that looks silly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a splitter. You can go to there instead. And since it's depositing on the far lane, we need to split it on the inside. There, like that. So you need to drag in there. You need to drag in there. I don't like doing it on corners, but sod it. I need 2 of these. And you need to make seedlings. You're going to output on the outside, you're going to output on that outside, so that is fine. I need to link you up there. You need to output seeds there. That's done. Do that. Not that I can, but do it anyway. Because I'm out of green packs. But apparently it's doing it anyway. Nope, don't want to have anything to do with that. That's military, not what I wanted. Seedlings. Standard wood. Wood. Done, and water. So that. A couple of those. Which means I'm going to start my intro. Well, start my recording standing next to a water inlet. That wasn't down far enough. Can I get you down one more? No. It was down as far as I could put it. I'm just that good. There we go. So that's you. That's you powered. That's you powered, and that's you powered. Everything's got power. I need to actually make some seedlings to start it off, don't I? How silly of me. Let's make a bunch of seedlings. Because it says 1.5 seedlings per wood, but it's not always the case. Seedlings. And seedlings. There you go. Now generate me wood slowly over time. In the meantime, well, you still got some boards. So you're alright. You can go there actually. You've got boards and resin and you're full of that, so let me take this wood that I do have, which isn't a lot, down here, because I'm out of boards down here. Now I could do the same setup down here, just make a greenhouse and generate wood. But I have to drag water down. I'll probably have to do it anyway at some point. But anyway, that's going to have to be in consideration for the next episode, I suppose. Building another greenhouse and just piping water down. Using steel pipes, I suppose we can do that with, because they go further. Advanced metallurgy, pellet production, just to really eke out the iron production. But that's going to be it for this episode. There's the wood finally generating. It's going to get eaten up by... I do have it actually generating seeds before generating boards, so that's good. Although it seems to have been around the second time, so... yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, so I'd like to thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Or you can just say hi. I will be there and I will reply as often as I can. But other than that, you can leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. You can also share with your friends. It would help me out a great deal, and I'd very much appreciate the gesture if you did. And you can subscribe for more. And I shall see you all later.